We'll see a crazy board run out between Leon Tsoukernik, Punnat Punsri and Dan Cates, Jungleman.
Raise.
Jungleman's got 2 queens opened up. Call from Punnat Punsri on the dealer button.
Jungleman opens in the hijack to 5k. The game is played 1k, 2k with a 2k straddle, so super standard with pocket queens here. He gets a call from Punnat Punsri with ace-8 suited, very standard from the button as well. And Leon flats in the big blind with ace-7 suited. We could make an argument for squeezing as well, but calling is definitely the absolute standard play. So let's see a flop.
Flop strip 7s, rainbow board. Gonna start with a 3rd pot bet. And he's gonna raise it up to 18,000. Just thinks that Jungleman is gonna continuation bet too wide on this board, and they won't be able to continue. And Tsoukernik gonna slow play here, ace-7 suited.
All right, we see Leon banking it here on the 7-7-3 rainbow board, followed by his check. We have Jungleman coming up with a standard c-bet, small c-bet. I think his main villain in this hand should be Leon range-wise, just having most 7x in the big blind, and the button has more of a range consisting of lots of pocket pairs that Dan tries to get max value from. So he starts by betting, folding out some overcards, getting value from the pocket pairs, seeing where he's at in a way against Leon, whether there's some check raising coming. Yeah, this is where some craziness starts. Punnat decides to go for a very, very non-standard raise. No backdoor, no nothing, ace high. Could be either that he just thinks Jungleman is over c-betting. I think the main reason is that he has quite some good blockers to the 7 and already has some weird things going on, some weird plans there. Because actually on the flop, wide ranges, blockers do not matter too much. We focus in those cash games more on the equity, what can happen next, even if it's just a few percent. So even a random pocket that hits a boat, like with 2 outs, is way better than that. But if we think about Jungleman's range, I think the only 7x that he has is 7-6 suited, 7-8 suited, and ace-7 suited. That should be 6 combinations that is left, and ace-8 of diamond kills 2 of those. So that might be some reasoning there for a crazy bluff, and I'm pretty sure that he has the plan to go very likely all the way against Jungleman. And then Leon jumps in, obviously having it here. We don't expect anyone to raise pocket 3s necessarily on that board, so I just see this as a7 as super nuts. And now the question is, how do you play that given the action before? I like to think about the full range we might be having and how we want to continue that. And actually, I don't find a single hand that Leon really wants to be calling. If he has like a 5-6 or like a 4-6, 4-5 he wants to continue, it's like calling not the best option with his 5-5 as well. So actually in that spot with a bet and a raise before, I personally play min raise only to just keep my range together while overtaking the aggression. Call is obviously definitely fine as well. Just gives him maybe a little less information and he has to play out of position then. And actually after calling, he has the strongest range. Maybe calling and then donking on certain turns can be an idea as well. Jungleman comes along, so let's see how craziness starts on the turn.
3 ways. Bet raise and a call, I mean. And Punnat Punsri hits top pair, but he's got to be worried when he got called in 2 spots after raising on this dry turn.
On the turn, Leon decides against donking on this 8. The 8 brings a flush draw as well. Not interesting for the holdings they have, but still for the board run out, And yeah, Leon checks to Jungleman, who decides to check his pocket queens. Punnat probably had the plan to go all the way against Jungleman, but once Leon jumped in from the big blind, very likely having a 7, just stops bluffing here. Obviously, he has an 8 as well, but I think it's pretty clear that the 8 at this point almost has no showdown value. It's more a decision against bluffing, I would say, than really a decision hoping that his 8 is ever good. Yeah, we see the check down, which is actually a small problem here for Leon. It's another 2 outs here, another 2 outs there. Someone might even have that backdoor flush draw. He wants to build a pot. He wants to get the money in against a weaker 7 or against pocket pairs. So hand not working out beautifully for Leon here. Obviously, on most rivers, he has 91% equity. He still can fire a big value bet, but it gets tougher to get stacks in here the way he played. Let's see what happens on the river.
And he just hits running 8s to take the lead in his hand against Leon Tsoukernik. And Leon's got to think he's got the best hand. He's going to bet 38,000. Gangnam style, as he calls it. Now, Jungleman usually doesn't need to be worried about Punnat Punsri to raise the flop and check the turn. So he might be thinking he's up just against Leon. But Leon's got a 7 or nothing. And Leon's the type of guy that can definitely show up with nothing. He makes the call.
1002 hrajou. To jsou tisícovky a to jsou
How much you have, Leon?
I have 50,
90.
90.
Almost 90.
90.
Yeah.
$88,000 more.
And the river is indeed the absolute irrelevant 8 of spades, you might think, but not in this case with Punnat just rivering the nuts here. Well, let's not forget pocket 7s, but yeah, that's kind of it. I think Leon easily feels safe here and just thinks about how much value can he extract from a random pocket pair. Leon is an absolute crazy player. He might have a counterfeit 3 that just went for a call on the flop. He might have 4, 5, 5, 6, just seeing one more card. Good reason to go for it. In the end, he actually finds Jungleman calling until there is someone with other plans. Punnat obviously going after asking for Leon's stack size for the jam. Now back to Leon. I think it's not even a tough decision. I don't expect him personally to fold that ever. There shouldn't be an 8 anywhere. I think even Jungle made the comment that this has to be some bullshit running 9-8, which would be an equity hand backdoor straight on the flop that would make at least some sense. Let's see Leon's decision.
And Leon just sticks it in, does not believe someone could have an 8
I
here.
think you run a runner 8s with 9-8 suited or something.
Jungleman thinks he's got runner by 8x suited. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
If you're interested in more high stakes cash games and want to see more action, check out this video I did on Tom Dwan trying to get max value with quads. And don't forget to subscribe to always stay up to date.